Thank you. I'll briefly introduce Gennadiy Ivanov. Gennadiy Ivanov was born in the Soviet Union, traveled throughout that territory, understanding the cold regions of the east and the west of the Soviet Union's vast landscape. Later, living in Belarus, he immigrated to England and is now based in the city of Norwich, where he runs the Norwich Art Studios gallery and is an exceptional painter who started his interest in climate change with the Norfolk sea level rise and collapsing cliffs, and then through his brave travels to the wilds of Canada, to the far north, to the far west, exploring the thawing and melting landscapes on the forefront of cold regions. Gennadiy, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for introducing me. So my name is Gennadiy Ivanov. I'm artist in residence in University of Saskatchewan, working with the Global Water Futures program in Canada. Well, I'm from UK, as I said, from Norfolk, originally Russian, from Belarus. It's a very interesting combination. I can say what my art matters. I have many paintings, some of which is really difficult to look at. However, when the truth hurts, it's more important to portray it. In my point of view, the art can be catalyst for change. Art and artists can play an important role in raising awareness, drawing in new audience and participants, and helping inspire action. So that even in this late stage, we can avoid some of the very worst consequences of human-induced climate change. This is why I try to make my art matter. So that it not only tells the truth, but helps motivate change. In 2017, I painted scenes of Norfolk coastline in the knowledge what coastal erosion is a huge challenge for the country, worsened by rising sea level resulting from climate change. I have seen houses fall into the sea and farmland lost. It affected me greatly. It was very emotional for me because I'm a migrant and I left my home for good to be an artist. But some people losing their homes for nothing. It's really terrible to see. I have seen bricks on a sea. It's terrible. This experience led me to meet fantastic Canadian British scientists, Professor John Pomeroy, director of the Global Water Futures program, and Professor Trevor Davis, former director of the Climatic Research Union of the University of East Anglia. And we organized Canadian art science expeditions. And what I have seen devastated me. The Canadian cold regions are being hugely impacted by climate change. I know the same things happen in Russia, in the north, in central Russia. Record high temperatures, permafrost, and more rapid glaciers, snow melt are occurring in both countries. Mountain areas across the world are suffering. As a result, the paintings I have made during these years have invoked the strongest emotional links of any art I ever produced. It's because climate change is a shocking change in our nature. One big tragedy and drama for many countries and nations. Many people facing it right now. These exhibitions have reawakened my memories of snow, cold. As a child in Russia, and I seem even more precious to me. Now what I understand, the profound change what humans are making our environment and how little we seem to want to do about it. When I was a kid, I remember lots of snow in Russia and Belarus. But every year there were fewer and fewer days to enjoy the purity of the great crystal of snow, which are actually water, and water is our life. I'm particularly emotionally attached to the decline of the Pastels Glacier in Alberta. It's one of the world's world's longest study glacier in its rapidly receding. I have visited this remote glacier twice under very different weather conditions. The first time was cold, cloudy, and windy. The second time it was total contrast, brilliant blue summer day. My paintings from that day was amongst the most colorful I have ever produced of the glacier. I have done a few field sketches from different positions and views, tried to hide behind the rocks from the wind, or just sit in the ice on my knee and hold the paper on my rucksack. The first time it was -10, second time it was just above +10, and I was drawing very fast pastels, only 5 minutes per sketch, trying to show my emotional feelings of this particular time and day. I will never forget this beauty of the glacier